All right, I positioned the chair here so it is closer to my laptop. Andrea, sit on the chair. If you are wearing very slippery clothes, this might have a little challenge for you. But I hope you are not. If the skin is bare, that would be better. Now, the first thing I want to do is measure the girth of the top of her thigh. So lift this foot up. I go with the buckle and I measure it here. Lift it in. So the circumference of her femur at the top of the femur is this long. I want to fold the belt there, except I will allow a couple of more inches so the belt is folded like this. Now I want to position the belt on her thigh so that if I pull with my thumb on that loop, it rotates the thigh in. This position would be wrong because it will rotate the thigh out if I pull on this. I put this on, bring this loop under the thigh and complete the loop, meaning take the buckle end as well as the other free end both through that loop. You understand? I'm completing the loop. Can you see that? And lifting the thigh much closer, sit a little further forward on the chair. Pull this whole thing as close as you can to the very top of the thigh. Tighten the loop there. So this loop is at the back of the thigh. Now sit back on it so the chair holds it. Do exactly the same thing, kind of mirror image of that on the other side. So measure the thigh, give it a little more length, not too much more, couple of more inches. Fold the belt there. See which way you would pull the belt so it rotates in when you pull on it, and complete the loop the same way. Position that loop again at the back of your thigh and tighten it there. Tighten it as completely as you can. Sometimes if I do this and I find the belt keeps sliding, once that is done, this is the belt on the right side of her leg. I take the free end of the right side over to the other side and put it in the buckle of the left side. Tighten it a little. Make sure the belt is not twisted. Then take the other end and put it through the thigh, this second belt. So again, one side is a mirror image of the other. You might have to turn the buckle around so that when you pull on this each belt, it is tightening the belt. It should not get loose. Now tighten it 2, 3, 4 times on each side alternately. But when you are ready, go ahead and stand like in Tadasana. You are sharply untucking the pelvis by rotating the thighs in. Against that action, tuck the pelvis. Stand up. And you should get the sense that we are trying to do, which is by internal rotation of the thigh, you are telling the pelvis untuck. At the same time, you are telling the pelvis tuck. When you do that double action, you get a sense of height in the pelvis, which is what I've referred to several times. The sit bones and the hip bones don't move away from each other. Is an energetic height that should continue behind your sternum. That is Tadasana. And remember what has been said several times. It is a forward bend. It requires certainly length of your hamstring and so on. But in addition to the proper stretch of the leg, it requires tremendous rotation of the thigh inwards. Rotating the thighs in from the top of the femur should be the beginning of the forward bend. That action untucks the pelvis, where the sit bones move away from each other, hip bones move towards each other, there is wide space in the sacrum. Keep increasing that space in the sacrum by moving the hip bones more and more towards each other. Consider combining those two actions. Rotate the thighs in, but tuck the pelvis. But really, the part of the spine that is affected most by Tadasana is how you work the pelvis. On the one hand, you want to rotate the thighs in. Remember, without collapsing the inner ankles, without overdoing it from the knees, from the top of the thighs, rotate internally. At the same time, tuck the pelvis. Understand that double action, which is vital not only in standing poses and forward bends like this, it is vital in back bends also. And